Everybody on into the channel. This is your R&R 911 News. Please hit that subscribe button. Today is March 28th. I'm out here in the California State Capitol where we're having the Kings rally today. I've done a walkthrough here, and there's many issues going on here. Different points of views. Anyway, we're going to walk through the vendors. Hopefully they won't start the music back up and we can show. This is another one here, Students Political Advocacy Resistant Collective. I believe this, I talked to them a little bit before I brought my camera out, and they didn't want to do an interview, but they're basically a club at some school, someplace, where they kind of teach political resistance. Pretty interesting. Anyway, so evidently we got people in the schools here that are teaching our kids to be resistant against our government. Anyway, just wanted to share that with you. It's SPARC is the name of their group. Anyway, let's walk around and see if we get some interviews going on and see where it leads us. We have a lot of petitions going on.
Organize or, talk, just say what they're feeling.
Yeah. The last Constitution Convention I had.
Oh, there you go. There you go. That's amazing.
Hello, you ready to do an interview today?
Sure. Want me to take off my mask for an interview?
Yeah, you don't have to. You want to keep your privacy? I'm 100% for that.
Well, privacy, that's an option too. But it's not for privacy. It's because at one of the other No Kings rallies, I managed to catch human metapneumovirus, and it took me down. And I was in respiratory failure in the hospital and on oxygen for a month once I was discharged from the hospital. So that's why I'm wearing a mask, is for health reasons.
Okay, can you tell me a little about your organization, what you got going on here?
Okay, this is Move to Amend. We are amending the Constitution to make it clear that it was written for human beings and not for corporations, and that any money is not free protected speech under the Constitution. And we need to do an amendment to the Constitution because once the Supreme Court makes a decision, as bad as it might be, and unless they're inclined to overturn their own decision, which it doesn't seem like they will be anytime soon, you can't do very much about it, because you can pass all the laws you want, but if you pass a law saying that corporations can't be involved in federal government, the corporations will take that law to the Supreme Court and have it overturned because it violates their corporate constitutional rights. And they are winning under corporate constitutional rights every day in the court against people and cities and counties that have tried to pass ordinances that violate their sensibilities. Like if they don't want you to mine under their house so that their house falls into the ground, they took it to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court decided in favor of the corporations. It doesn't matter if they mine under your house and it falls into the ground. They're on the side of the miners, the mining company, not people in the city and their infrastructure. So we really want to see this returned, and the only way to do it is with an amendment. It should be a no-brainer, and it's not a red or blue thing. It's because Montana, which is a very conservative state, is a Move to Amend state. They've passed a resolution that they're for this amendment, and they also don't let corporations get involved in their state voting. So they've controlled it in their state, but they can't do anything about the federal government voting. So we have to do it in order to control the federal government as well. We really are gathering signatures mostly to get zip codes so we can tell the representatives and senators and governors and everybody that we talk to about this, how many people in their areas are supporting this amendment. And we have over 500,000 people in California who already support this. And so I think we're going to get there eventually. If we get to a point where it's a no-brainer, then we can force this to be passed in the government. And then we can sign it into law. But it has to be ratified. And like I said, it's a no-brainer. Most people, if you ask them, do you think that corporations should have constitutional rights? They say no. And if do you think money is free speech? If you have more money, you have more right to speak? They say no. So most people agree with us, and in both parties, no matter what party you're in. And it's a very important issue these days. We'd like to see it happen. It probably will not happen in the Trump administration, but we need to be ready. We need to have this ready to go when we get control of Congress and pass it through Congress. And hopefully by the time we get it ratified, there will be a new president, and hopefully it'll be a president who will sign it too.
Do you have a website where people can contact? Can you tell us what your website is?
It's movetoamend.org.
Say that again.
Movetoamend.org.
Movetoamend.org. Okay, thank you.
Right on the front of the
Movetoamend.org. There it is, folks, right down here. Right there. So if you want more information, you can contact them. And thank you very much for the interview. And I'll be moving along. And good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And thank you for your service.
Oh, for sure, that's yeah. Awesome.
Would you like to do an interview or anything on TV?
I wouldn't like to, thank you.
All right, so what has your booth basically got here, if you mind me asking?
We're trying to advertise all the protests that are going on around town, especially the anti-ICE protests. But we're also going to have the deflock woodland people here.
What's that one about?
They're trying to get rid of flock cameras, which are kind of everywhere.
Oh, the block traffic camera.
Yeah. So I'm curious to hear what they have to say. I don't even know that much about that issue.
Yeah, I think they should be unconstitutional personally, but
I think we got some issues. But we're going to have this stage going on over here, and I think they're just going to let people go up and speak and everything. So this would be a good spot to get
when's that going to happen?
Well, 11:30 is our start time, so we're pretty early still. But I would assume right around then.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
You could ask him. Yeah, the girl in the vest. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, over here.
Yeah.
I got it. Thank you.
Yeah, have a good day.
She made it back. Yes.
Would you mind giving a little bit of background about this project? A live interview.
Anybody on that stage right there?
Can anybody give me a little bit of background live? I'm doing a live feed on the internet on the background of what this is, the Project 25.
In a sec, I gotta do this, but in a second.
It's getting crowded. We're a little bit early here, so I'm trying to get a few interviews in with a few of these stands here while I can. Welcome on into the stream. Please hit that like and share the stream. I'd appreciate it. Granny relies on your silence.
Try discouraging for my online.
Maybe about 5 minutes or about 5. I'm doing a live stream. You want to tell me a little bit about your stand and what your cause and everything is?
Oh yeah, CalCare. It's a California Nurses Association, has a bill in the assembly right now to give everybody in California guaranteed, comprehensive single-payer health care for everybody in California. And it's in the health committee right now, and we wanted to push from the health committee to the main assembly so it could go through the steps to be on the governor's desk by this fall to sign.
And this is where you can get in contact with
That's right. That's right.
for any support.
Any support, and you can do where you can sign a petition, RSVP to our movement calls. Makes it easy for you to call your assembly person. Just call them every day if you have to tell them until they vote for CalCare. And that other one are the 7 principles of what CalCare covers, which is very comprehensive.
What are the 7?
Well, it's universal care. That means it covers everybody regardless of income. Okay. If you live in California, you have coverage. But also, single public program. You don't have to choose between this program or that program. Everybody gets the same coverage, which is comprehensive. Freedom to choose your provider. That means no more having to be limited to what the insurance company tells you can choose your doctors from. You can choose any doctor in California, any hospital in California, and go to them. And if they tell you need care, you're going to get the care, and CalCare will pay for it. The insurance company will no longer be telling the doctor that, no, you can't give that because it's not covered. Okay, comprehensive. That also includes no point of service. That means no more deductible, no more copay, no more premium. Okay, and patient based on care, patient need. That means, like I said, the doctor says you need this care, you're going to get it. They don't have to go and ask permission. You're going to get the care you need.
All right. Well, thank you very much
Thank you.
for the
Thank you
interview.
very much.
Okay. Good luck.
Bye bye.
That is CalCare. I'm waiting for these people here, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get an interview yet. This place is packing it in quick. I wish they didn't have this music going on in the background. You ready?
Sorry, it's gonna be probably another like 10 minutes.
Okay, I'm going to do a couple other and I'll come back. Okay.
We're a charter member of the Democrat. What's this? Let's walk. Wait.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Yeah, Erica. Thank you.
That's interesting. I'm a Democrat. I believe in they're letting people fill out stickies.
Oh, I know all about that. Yeah. So,
Human rights,
thank you for studying that message.
education, justice, being legal, long Democrat,
The quality of the candidate matters. That's the problem.
human rights.
We have to make sure that you're right.
I know, no, I understand. I understand that. I know the other side of the side. Yeah, no, but I like Eric's but I like him being part of my.
Are you Jane?
Sorry?
Are you Jane?
No. She's running for insurance commissioner. Eric's older. He's missed a lot of votes. He's very corporate.
Why you're a Democrat? We're trying to build this board up with messages for our community.
I know a lot about him.
American River Democrat Club. We're looking to build this movement locally. Tell us why you're a Democrat. Because you love everyone. Let's write that there on the board. We're trying to fill up with positive messages. I'm from American River Democrats. Love to invite you to our meetings.
Yeah. With the Republicans.
I love your sign.
Isn't that great?
Will you know?
It's also
I
don't care for anybody, honestly, but I would pick Steyer, even though he's a billionaire, because he's on the right side of the street. Another Jan.
Yeah. Jan and Jan. Usually Ryan and Brian or Ryan and Ryan.
Yeah.
So, thanks for being here.
You want to tell me a little bit about your booth? I'm live streaming right now.
Hi, we're with the American River Democrats. We help serve the we're a Democrat club in the Fair Oaks, Citrus Heights, and Carmichael area. We're trying to, make sure that we get Democrats in the area to come together and really, support the causes locally. We're trying to build our movement. We're also registering the voters today. So,
what are some of the causes you would like to get going?
well, we all have our individual causes. Like, I'm an education and special education advocate, and we really need to elect strong Democrats, for various things. And right, public dollars and public schools, as she said. We are trying to make sure that the right Democrats are elected. She has a lot of great opportunities. She can talk a lot, too, about various causes. But, right now, I'm disability rights. I'm fighting for my son, and we have to elect those Democrats to make sure they do it. So, where are you from?
I'm from Orangeville area.
Okay, cool.
I'm with the 911, R&R 911 News Media, and I'm doing live streaming. What do you think about the Democrats have been charged here, have had the overall majority for the last 25 years? How do you feel our country as a state has been going since they've been in charge for 25 years?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
The legislative here in California has had control for over 25 years, total control. How do you think our state is doing right now?
Well, I think, right now, we have a lot of work to do in various things. So, I'm just doing my best to make sure that the causes that are important to me happen. So,
I really like the idea that you're putting a board here and let people put a sticky on what they feel. It kind of shares what people are wanting.
Totally.
I know it'd be really nice if the Democratic Party would actually have where they do phone calls, where they have video conferences throughout California would really help out.
Well, nice to meet you, man.
All right, well, thank you.
Absolutely, but I wasn't sure, so you see what I'm saying? I parachute everything.
No, you're totally fine.
I'm still waiting for an interview here. She said about 5 to 10 minutes. So we're still waiting on that. No crown for a clown. What does that mean? You don't know what it means?
I know what it means. I don't want to.
He doesn't want to say.
Otherwise, I can just start yelling Amanda.
Here's an activist here for sure. You ready?
What do you need?
Basically, what I'd like to do is, because I didn't know about this Project 25,
Okay.
tell us a little bit about what it is and what you're doing to try to stop it.
Yes. Okay, awesome. Let me get some caffeine in your What was your name?
R&R 911 News. Ralph's my first name.
Nice. Oh, that's my dad's name. Oh. I just talked.
Yeah, just
Okay. Hi, my name is Olivia Park, and I'm with the Coalition Against Project 2025. We've decided to come together as a coalition because of the policies that are reflected through Project 2025, but basically represents fascism and Trump and all the things that are going on in the administration right now. And so to combat that, we've created a coalition of 29 approximately groups, from indivisible down to local groups. And basically that's what successful resistance movements do, is they have coalitions. And so that's what we're banding together to be against fascism. And today at the action zones in Kings, we've set up 3 camps: immigration zone, direct action zone, and campaigns. And these are key groups that people need to get connected to if we want to win in elections and moving forward to fight against fascism.
And are you collecting signatures of any kind?
A few of the groups are. So the Billionaires Tax, I believe that they're collecting signatures. The CalCare, which is healthcare for all in California. And there's one more.
That's
the
right.
Public Bank, which is
Public.
another. And if you're not familiar with the Public Bank, it's just an alternative system that is ran by the public, but we have to get it approved by, I believe, the board or something. So they're collecting signatures for that.
All right, well, thank you. I've never heard of the Project 2025, so
Yeah, we're
it's
just,
very new to me.
yeah.
And I think public will now have sort of an understanding what it is.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
So we finally got it. Well, let's take a walk up here and see if we get any more interviews. More petitions.
Hello? Did you say Kent and I?
Can't argue with that, right?
Why you are?
You know, it's some Billionaire Tax. We have different immigrant rights, feminist stickers. We have decals. This is what a feminist looks like. And we also have a ton of free community resources. So great. Thank you.
You ready for the interview?
Oh, yeah, let's do an interview. Can I have one of these? Yeah, go ahead.
You can sit there and
Oh,
be
you can
comfortable
hear?
if you want.
Yeah.
Maria, you want to help me out?
Just basically tell me a little bit about what you're doing here and what the cause is and what you're doing to try to change whatever you're trying to change.
Yeah, hi, my name is Alice. I'm the president of FemDems of Sacramento. We're a young democratic organization that does a ton of community work. We elect young progressives into office. We represent marginalized communities. We raise money for different organizations. We raise money and donate to grassroots organizations and causes. We help the Wellspring Women's Center, the Sacramento Homeless Organization, and we're out here today registering people to vote, collecting signatures for the billionaire's tax, and handing out a ton of free community resources. Our democracy is under attack, and it's important that we stand together in community. And so FemDems is happy to be here, supporting the No Kings rally, and hoping that we can get more people to join us.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And I guess you guys are giving out free these if you spin the wheel and see what you get.
I got a tote bag.
Tote bag. That's all right. I just wanted to show it. Anyway. Sure. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for the interview.
Also,
Whoops, excuse me.
we're the feminist They're not going to let people in for safety
Would you care to do a live interview of who you are, what you're doing?
I would ask her. She's the founder of the VP of our
Okay. What's the sign-in form for?
It's just another way to sign up for our newsletter. So if you just put your information here, we'll make sure that we.
So if someone goes on that, they can be hooked up on it?
Yeah.
So that's the Latinx Young Democrats of Sacramento. All right, I got it now. People could actually go on my live stream and they'll see that. They can freeze their TV and they can connect to that.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
very cool.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm just an independent journalist, and I get all kinds of points of view, see what's going on, try to share and disseminate to the public what's going on.
Yeah.
So I do a live stream. R&R 911 News is my news channel,
Okay.
and you're welcome to look at it anytime. It's always free,
Okay.
and you can subscribe to it.
Yeah.
So,
Sounds great.
all right.
I know when I take pictures because I got
all of our allies that you insulted, you're like, please, may I have some help? Because he doesn't have a friend that he foresees.
I know, I love it.
Information silence. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We got the homeless walking through the park. I'm waiting to see if I can get an interview, folks.
He's a good guy. I don't wish evil on anyone. I wish for peace.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, can you tell me why Congress has lost it? I'm doing a live stream, and I'd like to get your opinion on why you find that sign.
They're just rubber stamping everything he's asking for. They don't stand up. They don't enforce anything. There's no investigations going on. It's just he can do whatever he wants. Our local congressman, McClintock and Kevin Kiley, they agree to everything he asks. It used to be that Congress actually took pride in the fact that they were Congress, but the fact that we have three separate but co-equal branches of government is gone. They've just given away their power to this clown. That's pretty much it.
All right, well, thank you very much. It's R&R 911 News if you want to see it. Real quick, would you like to do an interview and kind of tell us about your organization, what you're doing? Just introduce yourself and go on about what you are, what you're doing.
Hello, my name is Elizabeth. I am the Vice President of Membership for Latinx and Democrats. And we are based here in Sacramento in the greater Northern California. Our mission is to educate and mobilize young Latino voters to really be a part of the larger conversation impacting our community and the politics happening today. And so that's our mission. And I hope that if at all this speaks to you, please look us up on Instagram, Latinx and Democrats, and be a part of our org. We love welcoming new members, and we want to ensure that we are reflecting our community's values and our morals, especially right now. And so, yeah, that's who we are.
All right, well, thank you. And for those that wanting to get involved or get hooked up, that's the QR code.
Here's subscribe to our newsletters right here.
Here's the newsletter.
And to sign up for any emails that we will send out.
And here's for sign up for any emails. Yeah. All right, thank you very much. Enjoy your day. Have a happy day. Is there any way you could tell me what all the petitions you got going on? I'm live streaming right now. Just kind of go over them.
Yeah, this was to hold ride-share companies accountable for any sexual. Yeah, you can't put your.
I'm not getting that. Okay. You can see right here.
I'm just gonna cover it
from here.
I'll say, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna cover
That's fine.
And then I'll leave that so you can read all the.
If you want, I'll just face you.
Yeah. So this is the whole ride-share companies like Uber and Lyft accountable for any sexual crimes that they commit. We got tax on billionaires. We have a bunch of different other ones. We have student healthcare funding.
Right to an attorney. All right, you said your turn.
All the accidents on here. Okay. You registered voter?
Yes, I am. I've signed a lot of them.
Oh, have you? What are you streaming on?
Huh?
What are you streaming on?
R&R 911 News.
What is it?
R&R 911 News.
Nice. That's local or?
Yeah, it's an independent news media. Yeah. I just want a real quick brief of them.
Okay, yeah, I say I got a break for stop sex offenders for Uber and Lyft. We got right here
is building a better California's transparent government efficiency, so we know where our tax money is going to by the government. Right here, we have to protect the retirement life savings. To say we do not want the tax on the retirement life savings of California people. Right here is right to an attorney, saying that you should be able to choose your own lawyer when having a court-appointed lawyer in California. Right here is to fund the schools in California, because of course the children are the future. And we have to tax the billionaires.
Tax the billionaires.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much for sharing all the initiatives that we got going on here. And you have a great day and good luck.
You too. I appreciate you.
All right. Okay, folks, hit a few of the vendors here. I'm probably going to take me a break here and wait till the start all the speeches up in front of the California Capitol here today. Invisible Sacramento. I don't know if I saw that one. Who is that?
Well, what do you think?
I don't know. I don't recognize him.
He's the object of today's rally.
Who is he?
Huh?
Who is he?
Trump.
That don't look like Trump.
Because his hair is gone.
Ah.
But I think it's a good look, though.
All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. People like that should be arrested. I'm sorry. All right, folks, you can really see this is starting to get really, really large here. I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll get back to you here in a little bit. And please hit and like the stream. It helps the algorithm. Leave any comments. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll be back here shortly. If I can figure out how to set this up. I just got this new one here. Wow. Interesting. I wonder how you get it to stop. I just downloaded this. Oh, here it is. Huh?
Story of human rights.
You want to give an interview on that?
Sure. What for?
Hang on a minute. This is on the news.
What news?
R&R 911 News. We just disseminate what people are doing.
Oh.
So if you want to do an interview, I can put the camera on you and you go for it.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
So I'm handing out the story of human rights because I think it's important that people know exactly what their human rights are. There's 30 of them from the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Please come by our booth and pick some up.
Do you have a website or anything yet?
We have a QR code over here, and there is a website on the back.
Let me get a picture of the website here. All right, United for Human Rights. Sounds like a good one. Let me get your QR code, and thank you for the interview. Who is he?
He's the Congress for the District 7 for the Congress.
Oh, for Congress?
Yeah, for Congress.
Democratic?
Democratic, yeah.
I might want to interview him.
He's here.
Do we dare want to do this interview? Hi, I'm Ralph, R&R 911 News.
Oh, awesome.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
So, you want me to tell you about myself? Okay, my name is Anayat Nasad. I'm running for Congress as a centrist Democrat in District 7, California. And I'm the guy who's going to fire Matsui in this election.
What do you stand for?
I stand for common sense politics and effective politics.
Do you stand for the Constitution?
I do, 100%.
Bill of Rights?
Absolutely, sir.
And what do you think about the legislator here? The Democratic has had 25 years at least of total control here in California. How do you think California is doing?
I think we need to have term limits across the board.
You need what?
Term limits.
Term limits.
Term limits.
Term limits. I agree with that.
We have term limits for the president. We should have term limits for senators. We should have term limits for members of Congress.
All right. Well, I wish you good luck.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for the interview.
Can you send me that?
I can't send you, but you can see it live on R&R 911 News. You've got something to write it down.
Thank you.
شاید موبایل ما پوش نباشه. خیلی میگیرم خب؟
نه تشکر.
این میگرفتم نمیدونم.
یک دفعه بار سایت رو لایو شده.
There you go. No spaces. It'll take you right to my website. And you can see the live stream.
Okay, awesome. It's live stream.
It's live stream. Yeah, I'm live streaming right now.
Where are you from in California?
Orangeville.
Oh, awesome.
Orangeville.
It's live streaming right now.
Yes, I'm
Awesome.
live streaming right now.
Do you have any other questions for me?
No. I guess we covered it. I mean, if that's all you want to
Let me
say.
tell you a little bit about my background.
All right.
I'm a prior United States military linguist. I immigrated to this country because I was a linguist with the United States military in Afghanistan. I served this country. I'm a nonprofit founder, and right now I'm a tech entrepreneur.
What nonprofit?
I started a nonprofit in the state of Montana when I was in college to help kids who suffer from heart defects to get treatment.
What's the name of that?
Jamila Health Foundation.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much for your service.
Appreciate it.
All right. Hold on. All right, we're going to move on, folks, and we'll see what else we can find here. I can kind of agree with that one. Staying silent in times of injustice is a privilege. All right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and shut the stream down and take me a break. And I'll start the stream again here in a few. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I get this thing here to close. There we go. All right, guys, have a good one. Don't forget to share and